Okay, so what we're going to do today is we are going to fry some chicken with some store-bought crispy fry chicken breading. I got my chicken over here. This is real easy. All you need is some chicken. See, I've been defrosting it here. It's already almost all done. So let's see if we can do this with one hand. Let's just grind it all out. Okay. Just put it right in that bag right there. We're going to wash it up. I am going to remove the pieces that I want to fry. This is a whole chicken. I'm going to just fry up the legs, the thighs, and the wings. And I'm going to save the breasts and the tail and everything and whatever else for some soup. So yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to separate out the pieces that we want to fry. Separate these beautiful pieces. I think I'm going to cut this up a bit. Yeah, I'm going to cut that. I'm going to do some wings, some legs. The rest of this stuff we are going to save. We're going to wash this all up real good, get rid of that blood. I'm going to put this stuff back in the freezer because I'm not going to need it. But yeah, this will be good. So I'll need 2 hands for this. So I'm washing my chicken. I'm going to wash it up real good. I'm just going to rinse it. I'm going to rinse it up here as good as I can here. Don't want to get any salmonella or anything. This works a lot better with 2 hands. But you can do it like this if you want. You can just put it in here. Put it into the strainer. Strain it out. As long as you're only using this pretty much primarily for chicken. That's pretty much it. Wash the blood off of it. Okay. Wash this out a little bit. Doesn't have to be that washed. I mean, come on, you're going to cook it in hot ass oil anyway. So we'll wash this up. And we're going to use this bucket again to toss the chicken wings in that mix. Okay. So we wash that. And then we'll let it sit there for like a couple of minutes. Just to let it dry up a bit because I don't want it too wet for the mix. Alright, so I tore this open here. This gravy mix. We'll just set that aside. This says here supposed to cook 1 kilogram of meat, and we're using about half the chicken, maybe a little more than half. So I'm going to use about half of this, or I'm going to aim to at least. And we're just going to put the chicken in here. It's almost drained out good enough. Still a little bit wet. That's good enough. Maybe just shake it off a little bit. Stick it in the bowl. It's okay if it's a bit wet. Stick it in the bowl. Just do it right in here. Stick it in the bowl. 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 That's fine. Okay? So now that we got that, and before we start putting the breading on it, I got my oil here. I know you that I saved my oil. I use it several times. So turn on the gas, turn on the fire. Put it to about medium. Okay, so that's starting to get hot. You can see it's starting to bubble a bit. I got my plate ready because that's where the chicken's going to go when I'm done. This is what I'm going to handle it with, coming out of the fire there, of the oil. So now we can start doing this. Tossing a little bit of this stuff on here. Put a little at first. Maybe that's about a third of the package. Shake it. You can hand toss it right in there. So we just washed our hands up real good. I got this tongs here. So now a little smoking. It's actually too hot. And now I got some tongs to see what happens when we put some chicken inside. There you go. That looks okay. Okay, get another piece. I just put enough in there so they don't touch each other. They shouldn't be touching each other. Alright. That is a bit too hot. We're going to put the heat down because that's going to have to stay in there for about 10 minutes. Alright. When you're cooking it, you'll want to get your spatula and just make sure that they are separated. The trick is to control the heat, have an idea of the time. You can really time it if you want, if you know how it's going, but you know me, I like to eye it up. It's starting to look good, but even though it looks good, it needs some time in that oil. This is what you want to start seeing and hearing. Definitely a lot of action. You want to start seeing the color like that. Still not done though, even though that's just, it looks good. Outside's probably done, but the inside, you gotta really let it soak in there for a good while. I like to keep turning it and turning it over and over to make sure that it's even, because I don't have like a big giant fryer or anything here, but I just want to make sure that it's cooked in all parts and it's getting heated evenly through and through. Alright, those are quite brown now. I'm going to call those done. Let's take them out. Strain them off a bit. Put them over here to rest. Make sure they rest. Those are going to be good with some hot sauce. I'll tell you what, some buttery hot sauce. That is some mighty good chicken. So those are the first 3 pieces. Got about 2 more rounds of this to go. Let's put some more. Get that, that's a breast piece. This is going to flare up a lot. I'm going to wait, analyze what's going on with it, because it might overflow. Like sometimes the oil really gets up all over the place. It's so watery or something. Oh, those stuck together. See, you don't want that to happen. You have to break that apart. Alright, so that's just 2 pieces, and all we got left is 2 wings, so we will just do 2 at a time here. We won't be able to fit all of them, I don't think. They got stuck together whenever I dropped them in. It was a rookie mistake. Actually, I think we can fit them. Yeah, let's fit them in. We just gotta keep moving them around. It'll be fine. There we go. This is kind of a bigger piece here though, but it should be alright. Now see, boiling a lot. Sometimes you put all of them in at once. If they put all of them in, all those bubbles, they'll go all over the place. They'll come up over the pot, make a big fire. So you want to drop them in like 1 at a time. Those are still going strong in there. I cut one of these open just to see, just to make sure. It's good to do that sometimes. And that looks good. That is, I cut it through the bone. So there's a little bit of whatever, that's the bone there. But everything's white there, so that's good. And the juices are all nice and clear. So that's what you want. You don't want any bloody chicken. Alright, color. of these is just about to where we want it. We definitely want to pay attention to the colors. So, as I was cooking this, I was moving it all around always. I like it to keep on flipping and flipping, make sure it's cooking evenly. Another thing, when you take it out, let it set. Let it set for a while. Don't eat it right away, because it'll continue to cook a little bit. And its own heat, it'll be still hot on the plate. This is done right here, that's for sure, I think. Yeah. So I've been in there about 10 minutes. Maybe a little less than 10 minutes. Yeah. Put it right there. I'm going to drain. This is a piece of breast. That's one piece. Okay. Nice strain. Nice and easy. And one last chicken wing. This is the ugliest piece. Got a piece of hangover skin there, but that's fine. It'll be tasty nonetheless. And that is it. I'm going to serve that with some hot sauce, and that's my wife's favorite food. There we go. Chicken on a plate. Got some rice to go with it, and I'm going to make a sauce, hot sauce to go with it. Right there is just butter in a bowl, and Frank's Red Hot hot sauce. So we'll melt the butter down a bit, stir it up, and then add some Frank's, put it back in the microwave, heat it up a little more, then that's our sauce. Done melting the butter in the microwave a little bit. Then I'm gonna mix this back up. See, I keep the hot sauce in the fridge to keep it better longer. So that's why it's like cold and it's clumping this back up. So I'm gonna put it back into the microwave again to get rid of those lumps there. Try to get it coagulated as much as possible. And this is a great buffalo sauce for the chicken. Nuked it again, and that's probably enough nuking now. Yeah, that's good. Even if it's like lumpy like that, it's good. A little extra hot sauce, and that's good. We're all set. Fried chicken, Sunday dinner, buttery hot sauce.